Michael Sheen is in the building. He said, and this is my son. And I said, hello, Dad. And so you just have a little nibble on your lip.
We're on the air.
I'm off.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome
everyone.
along to a Mystery Door Monday episode of Hanging Out with me and him, coming to you from the Hangout.
Shut up. So Mystery Door Monday's back, is it?
Mystery Door Monday. I've got to ask, though.
That's a mystery to me.
Is it? Did you
I
not
didn't
know?
think we were doing this week. I
Did you
thought
not?
we were doing voice notes again.
No, we're not doing that. That was good. It was. Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter with your face? Did you want to do more voice notes?
I like the voice notes.
It was good.
No, but I've got no idea. So we'll come to that, but I'm presuming you do. Look at his face. Look at his face. If you just listen to
If
this,
you're just
he's got
listening.
a smug face on.
It's just my normal face.
Yeah, smug.
Before we carry on,
Yeah.
how's the old lug hole?
It's still blocked.
No, you're choking me.
It is, yeah. It is.
You're kidding.
It could take up to...
Not a thing.
Not a thing. It's not a thing. It's left here.
Still can't hear that.
I mean, it's quite handy for this podcast because Dex sits on my left. That me left ear is blocked. Yeah, I've still got an ear infection from swimming in the pool on holiday. Ah, joy of joys. Bloody
dear.
kids. Bloody kids!
This could be fun. Can you hear that?
Yeah, what?
What? Your
I'm just going to face you like this the whole thing.
lip reading.
Oh, God. How you been? All right?
Good, yeah, not bad. Yeah, good, nice weekend.
How did you
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah,
I can
good.
hear your clicking.
What?
Yeah, I can hear that too.
It's not what I barked. Why bark? Why was my default noise a bark? Says a lot about me.
So we are back for a Mystery on Monday.
We are?
Something very special planned because I can declare that I do know what's behind the mystery door this week. And you may notice we are already set up with a third microphone and chair.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, yeah, I'd noticed that.
Oh, you
and
did
I
notice
noticed the
that?
big question mark on the door. So I presumed somebody or
All right,
something
all
was
right.
coming in.
Well done, Poirot.
Thank you.
He worked
Might
it
not be able to hear you, but I can still see a lot of things. Still very observant.
Would you like to answer the door or do you want me to?
I can answer the door.
Okay. Hang on. Oh, that's
That's a big
oh,
knock.
they're trying the handle.
I'm going for it.
Steady
I'm going
now.
for it. Who's this?
Steady
I'm a
now.
bit scared, if I'm honest. I'm not going to get punched in armour.
You might, hopefully.
It's me, Aunt! It's me!
It's Michael Sheen.
You can't hear, man! You can't hear!
Bloody heard that. Sit down.
Come on in.
Sit down.
Come
Oh,
on
this
in.
is a joy. What a joy.
I thought I'd better do an extra loud now.
Good. How are you?
Which one's the good one?
That's the good. Your side's
Your
the good
side's
one.
I'm the good one.
His side's
Great.
not so good.
Okay.
Which is quite handy for this podcast.
Yes.
Can't hear
'Cause
that.
I can't hear
Nothing.
that.
Not a
Can't hear
thing.
Can't hear.
What
any
if you
of that.
punch him really hard in the head?
Oh, you'll hear that.
You'll hear that.
He
Yeah,
can't
get
punch
that.
very hard.
I was trying to think when the first time we met each other, and it was at the baggage carousel. Do you remember? Do you not remember
I was going to
this?
say Saturday night takeaway.
Was this in LA?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were in Los Angeles. We'd been on a flight,
Yes.
unbeknownst to me, and I think unbeknownst to you.
Yeah.
We'd been on the same flight, and then we were at the baggage carousel in Los Angeles. I think you might have been on your way to Australia.
yeah, probably.
And stopping off. And I'm standing at the baggage carousel, and then you sidle up to me.
Yes.
You had both ears working at the time, I think. And he went, I've just been watching you on the plane.
Oh, and
And you'd watched Frost Nixon.
Yes, I had. Yes, I do remember that.
And then we stood there and went, hello.
Yeah.
He said, and this is my son. And I said, hello, Dad. and we had a little chat, and that was the first time we ever met.
Yes.
How funny.
Isn't that funny?
And then we worked together on Saturday Night
Yeah,
Takeaway.
Saturday Night
You came
Takeaway.
to Saturday Night Takeaway. You did a couple of the little dramas we did in the middle, Men in Brown and Saturday Night.
Saturday Night.
Takeaway.
And I was the guest
announcer.
voice.
Yeah, you were
announcer.
guest announcer. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realise that you actually get just put at the back of the studio.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what is
away
it?
from everything.
What is it like for someone to do
It's
that?
really weird.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I remember being in the rehearsal. It was lovely because I was involved and
Yeah.
on the stage and chatting to you. And then they go, right, off you go. And then you just feel like you're on the naughty step.
Did you have
shoved at the back?
Did you have the producer in the bottom bit that nobody can see?
Yes, someone was. That's right.
Someone
Someone was
lies
like,
down
quite,
near-
that's right.
So for those of you that don't know, somebody lies down at the feet of whoever the guest announcer is, just like tapping your leg to go, you're on. It's you.
Talk now,
And
don't
then-
pull your trouser leg.
And then all the audience are sitting there looking, and they can't quite believe it. They're like, is that I'm sure I recognise him. Why is he being put at the back of the studio?
And it is
They're all
the
looking at
furthest
you
away.
weird.
You can't get any further away from us on stage.
And then the camera. I remember you saying to me, the camera is going to sweep over the audience toward. It's like on a wires, hydraulic system, and it'll come sweeping towards you. And I was like, all right, okay, fine. Why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I'm an experienced actor. I know cameras.
Yeah.
And then the camera goes, and it is terrifying. This thing comes flying towards you.
Yeah, you think, is it going to stop? Is it going to stop?
Yeah, it was really scary. But I loved it. It was great.
Good.
It was great.
Good.
We do miss it.
We do miss it.
We will bring it back one day. So Michael has come along today
Yes.
for a special reason. Because you know my fascination with the saints.
Oh, it's his new obsession. Saints.
I'm obsessed.
Every week all we hear
Who
about is the
becomes
saints.
fascinated by the
He
saints?
does.
Well,
Catholic boy over here.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I forgot.
I'm fascinated by their...
superhero name for you. That Catholic boy. That'd be good.
Imagine the cave.
Anglican man and his sidekick Catholic boy.
When they're just a dog collar. I'm fascinated with why people became saints and what did they do? What is their story? So we started with St. Valentine. Do you know the backstory of St. Valentine?
No.
We'll go back.
Because we've done it.
Go back
we've
and
done
listen-
that.
Yeah, we've done it.
Go back and listen to episode 3.
Just subscribe to
Previously
Belta
on.
Box, you'll find it.
But yeah, there's a backstory to St. Valentine and St. Anthony, which we did last week.
Yeah.
Was the
Parent
parent
saint of lost things.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and you pray to St.
When you
Anthony if you've lost
I've done
anything.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. So Michael is here because of a saint.
Patron saint, is there a patron saint of acting?
There is, but
Is
there's
there?
not the reason. St. Genesius
Genesius?
is the patron saint of actors. That's not the reason
That's
he's
not
here.
the reason. Patron saint of football, because, played Brian Clough.
No, St. Luigi Scriscopi is the patron saint of football.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, patron saint of charity, philanthropy. He's a great philanthropist.
St. Vincent de Paul is the patron saint of
Is it
charity.
Lindsay DePaul?
Vincent.
I went out with her.
Vincent de
I didn't
Paul.
go out with him. Right, okay. Is it the patron saint of speeches or like
Orators.
oratory? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's St. John Chrysostom.
Is it?
Sorry, can we have that one again?
Yeah, go on.
St. John Chrysostom. That's what it says here.
Okay. Parent Saint David.
Saint
Patron
David!
Is it Saint David?
Yes.
Ah, the parent saint of Wales.
It was
Of course
St.
it is.
David's Day yesterday.
Yesterday.
Sunday was St. David's Day.
Yes.
That's why. Is
There
that
we
why there's
stand.
leaks in here?
That's why there's
Do you
leaks in
find
there.
that
Oh, yeah.
offensive? Is that offensive? Is it
No,
too
it's not.
stereotypical?
It's not offensive. When I was a kid,
Yeah.
and on St. David's Day, we'd also have a sort of like mini Eisteddfod. Have you heard about the Eisteddfod?
No.
So Eisteddfod is an ancient tradition in Wales, a
Right.
celebration of Welsh arts
Right.
and culture. There's poetry competitions, singing competitions. There's very strict rules around it and all
Like
that.
Wales has got talent.
Exactly like that.
Did Paul
But with-
Potts enter it?
But without Simon Cowell.
Right.
And you'd have houses, which, all schools have, like in Gryffindor and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So we'd have houses, Llywelyn, Rhys, Tudor, Glyndŵr would be the 4 houses. And you would compete in the Eisteddfod in your school. There's a national Eisteddfod as well,
Right.
Oh,
which is for the whole country to take part in. And it moves around Wales each year. And it's in a different place, and people get the druidic seat. They
Right.
become a bard. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. But we have little mini ones in school to celebrate St. David's Day. And on St. David's Day, you wear a daffodil or
Okay.
a leek or something like
Right.
that. Now, I remember wearing a full-size leek. Full size.
How do you get that
How do you
on?
pin it to your top?
Your mum just like stabs you with it,
Stabs you with it, yeah,
all
okay.
these little kids, like 10-year-olds, wandering around with massive leeks on. It's like It's a Knockout, like the comedy waiters on It's a Knockout.
So like a leak like this, you would
Yeah,
have,
bigger than that.
and you'd have it just pinned to your chest.
Yeah. And of course, what happens is,
I love leeks.
in school all day as it's going on, because you're sitting there listening to little Gareth singing Yesterday for the 20th time, And so you just have a little nibble on your leek. You have a little nibble. By 4 o'clock, kids are just chucking up.
Yeah, I bet.
Because it's horrible. You eat the whole leek.
Raw.
It's like, so you just used to be like vomiting on the way home.
Oh, my God.
After eating leeks. Happy St. David's Day, everyone.
Do you know, that reminded me when I was a kid, and I say this frequently, and I must apologise in advance, right, to the other kids.
This is all-
to the
always
other
good, isn't it?
kids. No, but I was in primary school, and I remember it, and it was Harvest Festival time, and we had to do this little play about what your favourite veg. We had to stand up and sing a little bit about what your favorite vegetable was, and then
you sing a bit.
Yeah. Well,
all those vegetable songs that we know.
But it was all about the beans or this and whatever, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, it comes to me, and we'd learned on a little card Orbit, right? And there was, say, 10 of us, and I was the third person in. And it came to me, and we'd all put the cards down. We knew our bit, and suddenly went blank, and I couldn't remember my bit.
He dried, love. He dried.
I completely dried. Well, I remember the person after me's bit, so I said his bit. I mean, how awful! I said his bit and got a round of applause, and I sat back down, and then he stood up, and he stood up, just went. I just burst into tears and sat back down, and it still haunts me that I did that.
Have you
I
met
feel
him
like
since?
such a
Wonder what he's up to now.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up. He's not an actor. I know that. I know. I feel really awful.
That doesn't surprise me.
So if I nicked your line in primary school at Wingrove Junior School in Newcastle upon Tyne, about 83, then I really apologise. Get in touch. We'll give you some merch. I love a Welsh kid.
Man.
Love a Welsh kid.
Oh, you
we used
can't
to
beat a
stay
Welsh
whenever
kid.
we did Britain's
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
Just in case.
How'd you have them?
I'm sure, well, with sugar on usually,
Yeah.
I can see
There's no sugar
the
on
budget
these.
doesn't quite stretch to
No, we
sugar.
don't have sugar.
No sugar.
Butter and sugar.
They're lovely. You probably have an equivalent for this. So when you go to visit a school, or, you're there in your official Anton Deck ambassador of human beings capacity, if you're doing any of that, what do you get served? Because when I'm in Wales, or anywhere, everyone puts Welsh cakes. Wherever I go.
I'm so
Welsh
sorry.
cake, Michael, Welsh cake.
I really apologise.
But I love them.
Oh,
So
okay,
no,
right.
no. Bring it back. I do love them. A good Welsh cake.
We have a real affinity with Wales because we've been there so much. We've done Britain's Got Talent there over the years.
Well, and I let you use my house for I'm a Celebrity that year.
yes.
Didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Gurich Castle.
Nosmista.
Yeah. How did you feel? I remember watching that at home going, they haven't called me. they're literally in my neighbourhood. They haven't called me.
We loved it. When we did it for the first time, because we so used to do it in Australia, and then obviously COVID happened and we didn't think we were going to get to go to Australia, and they cancelled it. We thought we're not going to be able to do it. So the chance to be able to get that reprieve and go, okay, you're back on, but it's in Wales. We're like, okay, this is cool. It's in a castle. We're like, okay, different, but cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be freezing, not sunny. Okay, that's going to be a challenge. But it was wonderful. And the people of Wales, and where we were especially, welcomed us with open arms. So much so, we had people doing knitted figures of us to put on top of post boxes in and around where we stayed. We stayed in these little fishing cottages, which weren't far from the castle, about 20 minutes away. And the local school did like cutouts of us and the celebrities and put them in the windows. They had like banners saying welcome. It was wonderful. It was the best.
Croeso, welcome.
Croeso.
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 That's good.
I Anton Deck.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We loved it, didn't we?
Yeah, we learned a little bit of Welsh. Only Nosworth Da,
Only
but
Nosworth Da.
we said that every night.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we learn a bit more Welsh?
Yeah. So, dydd Gwyl, dewi, hapus.
Gwyl.
Dydd, so dydd is day.
Dydd.
Hapus at the other end.
Hapus.
Happy. So it's all sort of backwards. So happy is at the end. Dewi is David. Gwyl, saint. So Gwyl, dewi, Saint David. Dydd, day,
Gwyl.
and happy. So dydd Gwyl, dewi, hapus. Hapus is a good one to know. Happy.
Dydd Gwyl, dewi, hapus.
Yeah, very good.
Like that.
Excellent.
That is a good one.
Right, bit more going on here.
So to the hang. What have you got
this
that?
this is a slightly odd one because in Welsh,
kind of
I mean,
works.
the joke that people always make about Welsh is that certain things don't get translated.
Yes.
So you go, blah, 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 my Kellogg's cornflakes. The people, that's the joke that people do.
Right.
So normally you wouldn't translate hangout because that's the name of the pod. So amser, troelio amser is a little bit odd because it's sort of time to spend together time. It's a bit odd. So you keep the hangout.
So you'd say, keep hangout.
Yes, you'd say, croeso, welcome. Croeso i'r hangout.
Croeso i'r hangout.
So that's easy. You can do that.
We can do that.
You should start the show with that every
We should
week.
start with that. Okay.
We'll do a special Welsh version.
Yeah, we should.
Croeso is a lovely one. Welcome.
Croeso is lovely.
Right, this will test you. So listen to our new
I didn't
podcast.
think it would be this complicated.
So, grandewch,
Grandewch.
listen, ar ein
Ar ein
podlediad
Podlediad. That's a good word.
That's a nice one, isn't it? Podlediad. I like saying that.
And it's that podcast.
And then newydd. Yeah, so
Newydd.
podlediad is podcast. Newydd, new.
Podlediad, yeah.
The clue to newydd is in the... Why go further than the first three letters? You saw it, newydd.
You're complicating things here, guys.
And grandewch ar un podlediad newydd.
Podlediad.
Podlediad.
Well, we're using that from now on.
Newydd.
Pleasurable saying, isn't it? Podlediad, yeah.
Podlediad.
It's like the other joke that people always use is about microwave.
How do you say microwave?
Poppity ping.
Is that true?
Sort-ish, yeah. It sort of is.
But it's a great word.
Now, this is a hard one. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. You see, we've decided not to go with... YouTube is just YouTube.
It's YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. You just say it with a slightly Welsh accent.
YouTube.
No, you said with a Welsh accent.
YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
Channel is all right as well. Channel, that's all right. Channel YouTube. The first half of it is a little bit harder.
Stop it.
YouTube.
Stop it.
Tanysgrifiwch. Tanysgrifiwch. Un channel YouTube.
Channel YouTube.
There you go.
YouTube.
Yeah, stop the YouTube bit. Just stop it.
What?
Just say YouTube like you normally say YouTube.
YouTube.
No, just say YouTube.
How do you do that? Sianel, YouTube.
Not YouTube. Just say it.
Chanel, YouTube. YouTube.
Right.
I don't know how to say it anymore.
Very good.
Let me tell you a story about when we did I'm a Celebrity in the castle. There was a few people who thought, oh my God, I'm a Celebrity is in the UK, in Wales specifically. I'm going to go and visit. I'm going to get to that castle. I know where it is. I'm going to go and get up there. So we were doing the show live one night, and we just linked to a commercial break. I said, see you after the break.
And bearing in mind, where the show is on, there is security everywhere. The only way to get near us without anybody knowing about it would be to jump over the fence onto a golf course and trek all the way across a golf course.
18 holes
and come
over
up
a little stream.
To get to the castle. That's the only way you could get up there.
Breach the castle.
Like literally breaching it's like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So somebody got up all the way up, right outside behind us. We had a big window behind us, and all we heard was, hello! And there was this one guy with a GoPro strapped to his forehead. Strapped to his forehead. I'm on the telly. I'm I'm a Celebrity. And we're like, sorry, mate. Unfortunately, we've already linked to a commercial break. And he just popped up. He just got, hello, I'm on the telly. And then security.
And then security went, you just got security.
Boom,
got him.
Gone.
I've always been fascinated by how brilliant you are at playing all of those characters. So you've done Brian Clough, Tony Blair, Kenneth Williams, David Frost. How do you approach something like that?
Well, the best review I ever had was from, so Chris Tarrant's daughter somehow got me a copy of a little video of her son, Chris Tarrant's grandson, watching me as Chris Tarrant on the TV, and the grandson going, it's Grandad!
Wow.
Best review ever.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
I've always avoided meeting the person if they are alive.
I was fascinated. Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Yeah, to begin with at least. Because I feel like if I've met someone and you have some sort of a relationship with them, then you feel sort of beholden in a way. It puts a kind of layer of responsibility, a different kind of responsibility. There's a responsibility anyway, because if you're playing a real person, I mean, you've got to take that on board as a responsibility in terms of how you portray them. But if you know them as well, then I think that
just
makes it
in the way
harder. Because you've got to, warts and all, you've got to kind of try and find a fully rounded kind of
you don't
portrayal
want
of
to
the
follow
person.
the trap of playing the better version
or thinking that my instinct tells me to do this, but maybe they won't like that. So
and I've met
can't
them,
do
and that clouds it a little bit.
So with Blair, because I played Blair 3 times, just before I did it for the 3rd time, I was asked if I wanted to be at a dinner that he was going to be at, and I was like, yeah, why not? All right, this time I will. Because I've done it, I know what I'm sort of doing and I know my interpretation. So I don't feel like I'm going to be swayed, and it'll be kind of interesting just to kind of be in the room with this guy who I've played a few times now. So I did meet him then, and that was very strange. Because there's a lot of things that are strange about that story, but one of where it happened was quite strange. It was at Rupert Murdoch's house.
Was it? Wow.
In Los Angeles,
Oh my God.
And that was where Blair was, this dinner for Blair,
And had he seen the your portrayal?
Well, yeah, he'd already been on record talking about the Queen and stuff. So we knew he'd seen it. But when I came into this dinner, we were I got out of my car, I drove there, and there was valet people to take the car away. And I literally got out of my car and was swept in front of him, like immediately. Just found myself standing there. And the person who was hosting the dinner just went, Tony, it's you.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't introduce me as that.
Oh, my God. And
You didn't do him to him, did you?
No, I did not. No, I did not. Even though I had been asked in the build-up to it, maybe you could dress like him and do that, and we'll bring you up. I was like, no,
That's
I think
a terrible idea.
No, I don't think so.
No.
But suddenly we're standing there opposite each other, and you could see there were these two impulses in him. On the one hand, he wanted to be friendly, and on the other hand, he was like, but you're the guy who sort of plays me, and I don't really want to give anything away. So it was a very weird sort of dynamic. And all the other people at this dinner were just crowding around, And someone said, so Tony, what do you think of his performance? I go, well, I haven't really seen it. And he sort of said the opposite. But then when everyone had sort of dispersed a bit, he then brought up actual moments from within it, and said and talked about it. So it was clear that he had seen it. And then when we sat down at the dinner, it was just a very long table with everyone, and I was right down the end. I was clearly kept as far away from him as I possibly could. And all I wanted to do was just look at him and listen to what he was. And I just wasn't allowed to.
But much easier if they're dead.
Sort of, yeah, because then all I have to do is lie there.
My favourite was Brian Clough in the Dams United.
God.
Yeah,
loved it.
Well, that was sort of a special one for me because before I got into acting, football was.
Didn't you play for a little while?
I had the opportunity to maybe go down that road. I mean, who knows what would have happened? But I had an offer to go to Arsenal when I was very young, and I really took it seriously. I loved it. I love football.
We got a chance to meet Eddie Howe recently, Newcastle United's manager. And we met him a couple of times, but when Newcastle won the Carabao Cup last season, we got invited up to interview the players on stage. So we get there and I can see Eddie's in the corner of the room, but Jason Tyndall, his number 2, is there first. And he says to me, he says, were you at the third cup final? I said, it was. I said, greatest day. I said, congratulations. He went, yeah, but fine margins. If you look at the scoreline, it was 2-1 in the end. He says, the performance, we were the much better team. He says, we dominated the game. He says, but ultimately, we only won by 1 goal. Fine margins. I went, yeah, absolutely right. So then I made my way along. I bumped with Eddie Howe and he went, hey, how do you feel? Lifelong Newcastle United supporters. He says, what a great day. You were there, I presume. And when I said, yeah, I said, hey, fine margins though. and he looked at me like I really knew football. Like he was like, this kid's got it. He knows.
Get him on the bus. Get him on the bus.
Get him on the bus now.
He stole somebody else's line.
Yes, for the second time. There's a pattern emerging here. I'm going to hear my story about Tony Blair. You'll be saying I was there at Rupert Murdoch's house.
When I played Brian Clough.
Do you prefer stage work?
It depends. It's a very different life. It's funny enough, this is the first play, and I don't really know why. Maybe it's because it's my company now or something. But this is the first play I've done where I don't wake up. As soon as my eyes open in the morning, if I'm doing a play, I go, oh, God. I've got to do the play. Yeah. Oh, God. It like weighs on it. It sort of drives you a bit mad.
Yeah.
Because you're doing the same, and it is like Groundhog Day. You're doing the same thing every day. And the challenge is, how do you keep it fresh?
Yeah.
And I sort of say to myself, it's only a few hours a day. I mean, it's not like going down the mines.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, come on.
We did, we've done some live stuff, but the very first live thing we did together was we did Panto in 1998 in Sunderland Empire.
Sunderland, of all places.
Two Newcastle lads doing
like 6 shows a day.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
One day it was a matinee and it was an old people's home had come out and they'd come out for the day. So they were sat in there, and apart from that, like the circle was closed, the gods obviously were closed, so it was a smattering of people in the stalls. And we came out at the beginning of the play and we had a bit that lasted about 15 minutes.
Yeah. It was a proper double act thing, and one of us had a magic invisible tire. And
No, it was a real tyre.
Oh, yeah, we rolled it off in the wings. That
stage,
was
and then
it.
it
But then we pretended it went round the back of the stage. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen this. But what you do is you get people who work in the theatres to open the doors and
you go, there it is, there it goes, there it goes.
So it sounds like this magic tire is moving around the theatre.
And then somebody rolls it on from the other side of the stage. You go, it's made it.
Yeah.
The
So
kids
for
love
kids,
it.
they love it.
So, but the old people, they weren't that keen on the magic tire. But we looked out the curtains.
What are they doing? Magic what?
We looked out at the curtains before the show and we looked and we went, oh my God, we've got to do 15 minutes with this tyre. And we went, I reckon if we cut this bit out, this bit out, this bit out, we can get it down to about 5 minutes. And that's exactly what we did. We got the magic tyre routine down.
It wasn't that magic, the tyre in the end. It's just a tyre. Hello, everybody. Here's the tyre.
Tyre, thank you. Well, I did panto this year.
Did you?
Yeah. I was Sheenie the Genie.
Brilliant.
In Swansea Grand Theatres, pantomime of the Laddies.
It's fun, isn't it?
On screen.
That's
filmed
the way
it.
to do it.
Brilliant.
Joe Pasquale directed it and was, one of the stars of it.
Yeah.
And he asked if I would come and do it.
That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it.
Did you go and see yourself?
With the kids. I was gonna.
How was that?
Well, I was not going to tell them because their first panto was the year before, and they were a bit overwhelmed by it. It was Jack and the Beanstalk, and the giant was just a voice, and they were terrified. Terrified. Yeah. And so this year, taking them to a panto would have been still testing it out anyway.
Yeah.
But with me in it, and I thought, well, should we just keep it as a surprise, get there, and then they'll go, Daddy, or they go, and be traumatized. So we told them about it. Yeah. So we went to see it, and it was great. They loved it. And now my 3-year-old calls me Sheenie the Genie all the time. I'm just around the house.
Good nickname.
They'll just shout it out at me, Sheenie the Genie, as I'm walking around.
Grab me 3 wishes.
Lyra.
I wish to stay up late tonight.
Lyra, my 6-year-old, when we're out and about, just in public, she'll suddenly shout out, Michael Sheen is here.
Amazing.
Do you know, it's a weird sort of trajectory, isn't it?
It's them working it out in their heads that you're famous, but they're also my dad, more importantly, my dad.
I've seen her, so it started with people coming up and saying hello and, wanting to talk to you. And I could see her kind of noticing this first when she was very little. And then the first thing she started doing was going, if someone came up to me, she'd say, my name's Lyra. she wanted to be the person that so that was the first thing. Yeah. And then she saw a photograph. Can I be in the photograph? No, you can't be in the photograph. No, it's not a photograph for me. It's trying to explain that. She didn't quite get that. And then as she started to understand that I was on TV and that kind of thing, now it's sort of turned into this thing where she's like my agent.
Announcing you.
And Michael Sheen is in the building.
Unavailable.
Yes.
God,
mine are like that.
Wonderful.
Isla is 7 and she's, for the last little while now, she's get it. She used to be, Daddy, why does that lady want a photo with you? And I go, well, when I go and do the show, she's seen my TV show and she's seen that. So she gets it now. And they come to Australia. So she's been to the show and then she gets it. So now there'll be times where we're out and she'll be there with, other kids and go, excuse me, what's your name? How old are you? Have you seen I'm a Celebrity? Get me out of here. That's my daddy. That's my daddy. So there's a bit of that as well. So she's getting it. Yeah. Jack hasn't got a clue. He's oblivious to the whole thing.
My stepgirls are older, so they are like 19 and 17. So they've kind of grown up through being in awe of the situation and then a bit embarrassed by the situation.
Yeah.
But then now what's really lovely is them being able to notice, say if you're out and about and somebody wants a selfie, but they're too embarrassed, my girls will go, those girls over there really want to come over. I can tell they're a bit embarrassed.
Right.
Would you mind if I reach out? It's quite nice to...
They've got a fame radar. A fader.
Fader. They've got a very good fader.
Yeah.
You've got a big job as in Wales as well, haven't you? Artistic director of Wales National Theatre?
Yeah, the Welsh National Theatre.
You set it up, or did you?
We did, yeah. Well, and it took for ages, years and years and years. People wanted for there to be a national theatre in Wales. And I was in the first season. I did a thing called The Passion of Talbot, which was a one-off performance lasting for 72 hours all over the town and thousands of people involved. So I was in the first year of the National Theatre of Wales. So it was very exciting, great. But then over 14 years, various things happened. Anyway, all the funding got cut for it. So, Welsh actors, we were all like, well, what are we going to do now?
Yeah.
Why can't we have our own national theatre?
Yeah.
It was a sort of sad moment. And so there was a lot of talk about what should happen and what went wrong and what, if there was one, how different should it be and all those sort of things. And I sort of was keeping myself out a bit. Really. I was like, well, you know. And then cut to a couple of months later. All right, I'll do it then.
couldn't help yourself.
Couldn't help myself. So we're doing our first production right at the moment, a play called Our Town, which is actually an American play.
Right.
So we've done the whole Welsh tour now. Now we're coming to London.
Right.
Amazing.
So
Where are
it's just
you in
finished in
London?
Wales. We're at the Rose Theatre in Kingston.
Right.
We started in Swansea, and then we went to Llandudno, and then to Mold. And it's been everything I hoped for and beyond.
And the audience has been great.
Oh, doing it to audiences, and it's like we're doing a story about them, about their community. You know, they've totally taken it to their hearts, and people are really affected by it, and people saying it's the best thing I've ever seen in the theatre. Or people who've never been to the theatre before saying, "Oh, you've completely converted me to it."
Right.
So it's been fantastic.
This has been wonderful.
Thank
Please
you.
come back whenever you want.
Yeah, we could
thank
sit
you.
We love
chat
you.
all
It's
day.
just nice to see you.
I know. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Oh, it's lovely.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Michael Sheen.
No,
Let's
there's
get you out
one
of
more.
what?
Got to have this one.
Oh, respect, guys.
Park boys.
Park
Boys.
That's a
we
good
are.
one.
There we are.
What a one to finish on.
Brilliant. And not a Welsh cake was harmed during the recording of this
They're a bit
show.
hard anyway. I wouldn't eat these.
We will leave it there. We'll be back on Thursday for the main pod. But for now, can we have a huge round of applause
we love you.
for Michael Sheen?
Thank you. Diolch yn fawr. Diolch yn fawr.
Oh, thank you, man.
No.
No, he loved that. Well, look, that was a
Great.
lovely surprise.
Yeah, he
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did you really not know?
No, I didn't know. Last week I got punched in the stomach by KSI. So this
was a lovely
This
is a
a
lovely
win-win.
much
yeah,
nicer
it's a win.
surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you lowered the bar that much more. Thank you so much.